Good morning. So in today's video we've come down to Conwy Falls, or Rhaeadr Craig Lwyd as it's called in Welsh. Now I've been to this one before. It appeared in my waterfalls book, 30 Stunning Waterfalls in Wales. Just as a note of reference, last time we didn't have to pay for it. Now it's a £2 entry, so they're cashing in on it a bit. Possibly my fault for putting it in the book, but I've come to get some photos anyway and have a nice little walk. So let's get down to the waterfall and see what we can find. So we've made it down to Conwy Falls. First shot I'm going to get is the obvious one, the first one you greeted to, which you can see over my shoulder there. You're basically looking at the main waterfall here and the secondary one in the background. Now I'm composed in such a way with a wide angle lens that I can see the whole kind of bowl of the gorge. That is one good thing about using the iPhone for photos, is it does have a really wide field of view. I've got a polarizer taking the glare off the water, which makes the water really dark because of the peat content. And I'm using the live view feature, the live image feature of the actual phone. Hopefully that should create a nice soft look to the water. If that image is any good, I'll put it up now, and I'll come back to you on that side of the rocks over there, where I'll get a photo of this second waterfall and the cave that's in the cliff over there. So I'm once again perched on the edge of a cliff, which is going to annoy my missus, who's currently up there watching me. She hates it when I do this. Now, the shot I'm going for here, if I just turn this camera around, I can give you a rough idea of what I'm actually shooting. As you see, there's a waterfall down at the bottom here, leading from that main one over there, and then there's this one over here with the cave beside it. Now the wide angle view, or the wide angle lens of my phone camera is allowing me to catch that entire shot. Now on a full frame camera I would need about maybe 14mm to do that, or I'd have to use a 16 or 17mm and take a panoramic image to do the same shot. Again, now I'm taking the glare off the water using the polarizer, and it is giving me a nice effect with the water because it's very high peat content here. There's a lot to see here. It's got a lot going for it, including the cave over there, which I wish I could explore. Unfortunately, there's no actual safe way to get to it. What I think I am going to do though, which I didn't do last time, I think I'm going to go a bit further down that way, and I'm going to try and get a shot looking up, and I'm going to try and get some of this water. There's some of the foam in the water that's swirling, little whirlpools. I'm going to try and capture a bit of that in the image. So for this composition, if it's any good, I'll put it up now for you. So for this shot I'm getting down here, I've got the water creating like a bit of a whirlpool over here, which I'm hoping will show up in the long exposure. Now I'm also shooting directly at the waterfall. If I turn you around, I'll show you roughly the composition. As you can see, got the swirls of water just going on here, and the main waterfall coming down there, which is creating a nice reflection in the water there. I should be able to keep that reflection going on. The polarizer is only taking the glare off the water, it's not taking the reflections off, so it's maintaining a nice balance. All in all, I quite like the way that image looks, especially in this environment. It's definitely one for a wide angle lens. Hopefully it will create the effect I want. Only one way to find out. So I'm going to take one last image from down here, which is going to be this little waterfall in the background here. Got a nice little channel of bubbles coming down, which I'm hoping will create a nice line in the image. And I've also got a nice little waterfall over there with a lot of moss covered rocks. Now, shooting with an iPhone is great in some respects, but it's a bit of a letdown in others, because in the respects that it's good, it's just a really small package, really easy to carry, but in the respects that it's bad, the smaller sensor of the phone camera doesn't lend itself to the type of images I normally take. I certainly don't take them as seriously as I would off of a full frame camera, and I really do have to work the image. Even though it's a RAW file, I do have to work the image later on to get the image I want from it, and I do worry about the dynamic range as well. Which is why during my trip here this time, I haven't really taken that many sunsets. And long exposure, phone cameras are getting better at it, but I would still rather have a full frame camera. There's just something about the quality you get from the files that is unmatched by smaller sensors, and the smaller the sensor, the worse the image is going to come out. But with that having been said, the images I'm getting today don't look too bad on the back of the camera. If this one's any good, I'll put it up now for you. Okay, so that's another waterfall ticked off the list from my old channel that I've brought over to the new channel that I've revisited. It's really great to be back here again. It's a nice peaceful place today as well. There's not many people around, so except for the ones I brought with me, it's actually really peaceful. And that's it for this video. There is going to be another video soon with another waterfall. I've got a couple more locations to visit today. We're actually making a bit of a thing of it today. Even though it's a family holiday, we're getting to a few locations and getting out and about a bit today. So hopefully you'll tune in for the next one. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like, share and a thumbs up. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.